Hey, how's it going everyone? This is DCSU81 and today I would like to do a review for this latest big ass Marvel Legends Rhino. Wow, this guy is huge. Even before it got released, when I check out some of the promo picture, I already felt that I need him in my collections, and wow, he just doesn't disappoint. And this guy has some weight that is quite heavy. And here is very good pictures of the comic version of Rhino, rampaging Rhino as they said, and you can see the Spider-Man. This is a very good cardboard collection for those of you who wants to keep it as a mint. Yep, so it will hang very nicely on the wall. This is how the bags looks like. If you want to take a look at this, you can pause your screen right now. From here you actually show how to interchange some of the accessories, and I'm not sure why they're actually showing this wave, because I don't think he's part of the wave, but you can see this is very nice. I wanted to get this Ben Reilly Spider-Man, but I just couldn't find it, so let's get him out from the box. Okay, so this is the Marvel Rhino right out of the box, and wow, just look at it. It just looks very nice, and it does have quite a lot of paint shadings all over his armor. Yeah, very nice. And the only gripes that I have is somehow the gap of the joint is a little bit too big here. I'm just afraid that over time it might get loose, but it just looks very nice. The shadings are pretty amazing. And wow, just look at all the details on the armor, the crack sign, and even the fingernail does have some shadings, has a paint on it. They're being painted quite nicely, I would say, and all these tiny little details all over it just makes him looks like a real Rhino. Wow, it's amazing. And just take a look at the face. The face actually is pretty detailed. Even the teeth are painted very nicely, and the eyeballs, there is no cross eye and things like that. And I just noticed that there is even a Rhino eyes on it. Okay, so if you cover the face, it just looks like a real Rhino there. Wow, this is amazing. And at the back, yeah, you can see all the muscle definitions over there looking very nicely. The crack even on his butt. It's a beautiful piece right over here. Wow. And now let's move on to the articulation. I'll start with the head, so he can look to the right just a little bit, and it was being blocked by this muscle here. Okay, and looking to the left is the same. Looking up, yep, just slightly. Looking down, yes, just a little bit. And for his arm, he can turn 360 degrees. There isn't any butterfly joint for this guy. His hand can move up about 45 degrees. There's an arm swivels. Single joint elbow, if I'm not wrong. Yes, just a single joint. His hand can move up and down, turning side to side. There's a swivels on the waist as well that you can turn around. And bending forward, yes, pretty good. And the best thing is there's no gap behind. And bending backwards, oh, okay, so he can't really bend backwards. And I just noticed there is a clicking sound. As for his leg, he does have a big swivel as well. A single joint knee, and his foot can move up and down, side to side. Let's see how well he can kick forwards. Slightly less than 90 degrees. Kicking backward, not going to happen because of the butt cheek. So this Rhino does have pretty good articulation and just some hinderings on some of the parts because of his armor. And next we'll take a look at his accessory. He does come with a pair of closed fist hand that's already on the figure, pair of grabbing hands, and lastly an interchangeable head with the mouth closed. Wow, you can see this whole piece again is a very good looking Rhino head there. Yep, they even give the joints together. And let's do a comparisons on the face. Yep, looking pretty good with either one of them. So right up next, I'm going to show you how to interchange some of the accessory onto this guy. And I'll start with the hand, so you just need to pull it out like this. Wow, it's pretty tight. Just pop it back in like this. Wow, it's kind of hard to pull it back in as well. And to switch the head, of course, you need to pull it out. Wow, I believe I will have a hard time to pull it out. Wow, and this is how he looks like inside. And I'll put back the head. Yep, this is how he looks like with the closed mouth head. It's the posing time again, and this time I would like to do a running charging pose of this Rhino. So let's see if I can do it. And I have seen some pictures that actually show this Rhino on the running pose without any supports. Okay, so let's see if I can achieve that. Okay, so I have tried a lot of times and I just couldn't get him to balance. He will eventually fall off if I let go of my finger. Yeah, but he just looks very nice. Wow, this is good looking Rhino. If you want, you can even put his head down so it looks like he's charging towards. Wow, this is nice. Okay, so for the size comparison, I'll compare with some Marvel Legend first. I'll compare with this Pizza Spider-Man and this latest Armor 70 Iron Man. Still on the Marvel Legends, I'll compare with some of the Sinister 6 villains. I have Electro over here, as well as Sandman. And next, let's try with some other brands of Spider-Man. I have the SH Figuarts Spider-Man, which looks very tiny, and also this Mayfax Comic Paint Spider-Man. Followed by this Sentinel Toys Spider-Man, and also I like to compare with this Marvel Legends movie Venom. And I believe some of you guys actually wants to see this Rhino comparison with some Hulk. So I have this SH Figuarts Hulk. Okay, yeah, I have to put him behind him. And also this Figma Hulk. Okay, so they are looking pretty good together. So as you can see, this Rhino does scale very well with the other characters from other brands. So yes, I do think that he's being made at the right scale. And right now, I'd like to talk about the price of this guy, and to my surprise, this guy isn't very expensive despite the size. So he's being very affordable, and I was shocked when I heard how much he costs. So I felt that this Rhino is a very good buy. So my final verdict based on all the star ratings so far is going to be 8.5 out of 10. Yes, aesthetically it looks beautiful. You can see all the details, the paint shadings, everything is being made very well. It's hard to believe this is actually a Marvel Legends and not some SH Figuarts. As for the articulation, he can articulate pretty well. As you can see from the running poses just now, he can do very well. Just some of the parts is being hindered by the design of the armor. As for the accessory, yeah, I think he's kind of lacking, but I'm kind of glad that they actually give an alternate heads. And he does scales very well with the other characters, and the price point is very affordable. So yes, I truly recommend this Rhino if you do not have one, because I just see that he is very fun to play with, especially when during the fight with Spider-Man. And he can even be part of your Sinister 6 team if you want to. So I do hope that you enjoy my review, and most importantly, it helps you to decide whether you should get this Rhino or not. And I'll catch you again in my next video. Finally, I managed to pose him in a charging pose without any support. As you can see, wow, this is a great figure. I can even pin the Spider-Man on him without any support at all. As you can see, there is no blue tag or whatsoever. Yep, this is great. In the meantime, you can watch this video right over here.